Hello again, dear traders. Welcome to the new week, 17th to 21st of February 2025. As always, I'm Atomashi Daniel, Australia's global market analyst. From whichever part of the world you're joining us from, welcome. Okay, let's get right on to it. First, we have the fundamental analysis, as always. And some of the pairs we're looking at this week include the Euro USD, the USD CHF, and CAD, and the Euro JPY. If we have time, we probably will look at the GBP JPY, the pound yen. Now, what do we have for Euro USD? So today, of course, Monday is Technicals Day, as we can see here. We don't have any high impact calendar news expected today. Technicals Day, ladies and gentlemen, technical traders rejoice. Of course, that might change if someone just comes out, someone important in the market like Donald Trump comes out to say something very controversial or something very stupid, whatever it is that could influence the market. Okay, keep your fingers crossed and keep your eyes peeled on emergency or breaking news, especially from someone like Donald Trump. Now, tomorrow we expect Trump to speak. Of course, again, he might say something that could influence the market, um, or in positive or negative light, depending on what your positions are. The FOMC minutes expected on Wednesday, and then the unemployment claims and Philly Fed manufacturing index on Thursday. This is quite significant for me too because sometimes the Philly Fed manufacturing index tends to move the market more significantly than one expects. So I like to keep my eyes pinned on that index. Okay, added to the unemployment claims. Okay, expected on Thursday, 20th of February 2025. And the major highlight for this week, the PMI data, flash PMI data, manufacturing and services PMI for the EU zone and the US on Friday. All these concern the Euro USD. All these concern the Euro USD. Now let's take a look at the chart and let's see what this guy has in store for us. There you go. Okay, first, what do we have? We have, let's not forget that right now, if I zoom in, you see that we are in a key area in price. Okay, it's at a level not seen last at December 20, or rather, yeah, January 2017. Okay, we're about 7 years plus um, away. Okay, and price, not last seen. We had it here, of course, 2022. We had it here again, 2022, but it was a significant low that was initiated around 2017 per se. Okay, and we can see price currently right now reacting to that right around here. Okay, so we see it's currently reacting. So the question is it going to break past it, going back down, or is it just going to keep reversing? So it's the monthly chart. We don't really have any serious qualms with this guy. We just need it to guide our trading. Now, over to the next. On the daily chart, it looks as though price is moving within a descending channel. If you look at that carefully, most looks as though it's moving within a descending channel. Expected that the next movement right here will be a major drop or target of the support border on this guy, which could be similar to parity. Okay, which could coincide with parity level, meaning one euro to $1 or less than, or even less than that. So, or yeah. Now, next for me on the same daily chart, um, we see that price currently is at a trend line, a significant trend line. Okay, one, two, three. So a break of that trend line going up. Okay, if price decides to be bullish for this week and then breaks this trend line, which coincides with the psychological level of 1.0500. Okay, the next most likely target will be 1.0532. Above that, 0.576, and above that, 0.621. Or if it becomes trigger happy, 0.668. Let's keep our eyes peeled for that. If a break of that occurs, in other words, a break above this channel we've seen right here on the daily chart, which coincides with the trend line we drew right here. Okay. If a break of that happens, then we can consider bullish positions going upwards. What else do we have? We see something similar to a bullish change of character right around here. Okay. Bullish change of character, indicating that a major rise above its current levels is imminent. But let's not keep our eyes focused on that. But on the 30 minutes time frame, we can see price moving nicely along an ascending channel. Okay, right now it looks as though it's breaking past that's below the channel and targeting support level 0468. Okay, now if we do that, if price breaks past that going down, then the next most likely target could be, yeah, the next most likely target could be the lower support border right here, which could coincide with 04477 swing low right here. Okay, if that happens, for me, the key area is 0447, 1.0447. Okay, if we revert back to our daily chart, we should see that here, that a key break, okay, of 1.0447 or 46 could trigger a bearish position, a bearish move on price to 0384, or um, back to our 0340 significant line of 2022 and 2017. Okay, if it breaks past that going down, then our next most likely target could be 0290, ladies and gentlemen. So the key areas are key resistance 0500. Break of that going up could see price head to resistance levels, and break of key level of 0466 could see price head to support levels as drawn here and as already discussed. Okay, my outlook on this guy, because of where it is right now, um, is looking strongly bullish. Okay, my outlook on this guy is bullish, but again, you know that this is trading. You might be bullish generally, but it doesn't mean you can't capture um, bearish positions. For example, this nice break right here is a bearish on the opportunity. So in the short term, if a break of this happens and the break of 0468 happens, I'm targeting 0447 on bearish moves in the short term. Okay, and if a break below that happens, then I'll target support levels as discussed on daily chart. Okay, now, but overall, I favor bullish positions more because of the way it's looking. But let's see how that goes. So that's for the Euro USD. Let's look at other pairs. Let's look at the fundamental analysis on other pairs. There you go. Okay, so for the USD Swiss and the USD CAD, the fundamental analysis is practically the same for the Euro USD, except the Philly Fed of the flash PMI manufacturing and services data for the EU economy. In this case, the one for the US economy is expected to impact these two pairs majorly. So again, technicals day to day, no high impact news expected. Trump speaks on Tuesday, FOMC minutes on Wednesday, and the unemployment claims and Philly Fed manufacturing index on Thursday. Going into the charts, what do we have? Let's look at the USD CAD first. Looking at the USD CAD first, what do we have? There you go. So, of course, as always, from last week, we already captured some nice take profits from this. Okay. We can see that price is currently at negative divergence. Yes, there was negative divergence we identified last week, and we predicted a nice drop up until this level, and that's exactly what happened after a break of key level of 4317 happened. We experienced nice bearish trades, good profits on our Telegram channel. Okay, on the daily chart. On the 4-hour chart, um, uh, we have a gap more pronounced, indicating that price is most likely looking to cover the 50% Fibonacci level here. So it's quite visible on the daily chart, and the 50% mark on the Fibonacci coincides with the 100-day moving average. So there's a good chance that it currently could target the 100-day moving average, Could happen this week. Okay, so keep your eyes peeled on that. All right. Um, yes, on the same daily chart, let's not forget that price broke away from the key support level here, 4317, and took our take profits. Okay, it's currently looking to target the 50-day moving the 100-day moving average on the daily chart. But in the short term, what do we have? We have price moving, breaking away from a descending triangle in the short term. So in the short term, it's looking as though it's looking to target resistance levels. So my key area here, since it's broken past this, my target level will be 1.4200 psychological level in the short term, and a major break above that could see price head to 4261. Okay, beyond that, it could reach 1.4300 psychological level, and above that, 4342. Okay, now on the flip side of things, okay, if price currently breaks past its current low right here, if it breaks past its current low, 1.4154, 1.4154, then its next most likely target could be 4109. And guess what? 4109 or 4110 coincides with the 100-day moving average on the daily chart. Okay, so if it then decides to go below that, of course, the key psychological level of 4100, and below that, we could see 1.4050, ladies and gentlemen. That's for the USD CAD. My general outlook on this guy, because of the presence of this gap here, I'm strongly bearish, but in the long term, but in the short term, I'm looking at bullish positions because it's broken away from the descending triangle right here on the 30 minutes chart. Okay. However, if key break of resistance levels happen, then I'll change my outlook to a bullish one. For now, it's looking strongly bearish. Okay, that's the USD CAD. Now, let's move over to the USD Swiss. What do we have on the USD Swiss? Beautiful. At first, this guy, we can already see that um, it reacted to the 200-day moving average 2 weeks ago. Okay. And we had a nice drop right here. Okay. If you train your eyes well, you see that it's currently below a nice trend line. That's the green line right there, indicating that the bearish outlook is also quite strong. Okay. Now remember that the area it reacted to, the 200-day moving average, that's the red line right here, also coincides with um, significant resistance point of the year uh, April 2024, and also resistance level of September 2023. Okay, so September 2023, 24, and now, yes, early 2025, we had price react to the same level that's currently looking strongly bearish at the break of the trend line, but it's not a clear break yet. However, there's a gap right here, and the gap is more visible on um, the daily chart. Yeah, we have a somewhat gap here, as though it's trying to recover that. Yeah. So, however, we still have the presence of a negative divergence on the daily chart. So pay attention to that, indicating that a bearish pullback or continuation might occur in this case. Considering the gap, that's the green rectangle there. If you look very clearly or carefully, you'd see that we have price strongly below the 50-day moving average. That's the green line there, way strongly below the 50-day moving average, this green line. So indicating that the bearish outlook is quite strong. It is looking to possibly test 0.8957 level. And if it goes below that, 8916, further goes below that 8880 level, which could coincide with the 100-day moving average. Okay. There's something else to note on this guy. that is a bit more pronounced. On the 4-hour chart, it forms a double top. Nice double top pattern right there. Okay, following the two yellow circles. Right now, price is reacting to the neck level of the double top. So a break of the neck level, that's 8971, could see price touch 8957. And a break below that could see price touch 8921, 8927. A break below that could also see price head to 0.8896, okay, or 8854. So the double top is a key pattern on the 4-hour chart. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. However, it's important to know that we have two neck levels for the double top. This guy right here, 0.900, triple zero, that's the psychological level. And then 8971, of course, that's the neck two, as you can see right here, right here. Now, in the short term, price is giving off the positive divergence, indicating that a brief bullish movement could happen. Okay, a brief bullish pullback could happen on this guy. Hence, if we look clearly on the 1-hour chart, we see that it's moving nicely along, okay, a falling wedge, sort of. So it's currently above that, okay, breaking away from that. Now, for me, breakage off 0.900 psychological level here. If price happens to break past that significantly, then the next most likely target going up for resistance will be 9030. Above that could be 0.9058, above that 9082, and above that 9112. You can't never say never as far as these pairs are concerned. Now that's that for the USD CAD. Now, finally, last but not the least, we're doing the Euro JPY. The Euro JPY. So what do we have on this guy? Nothing significant. Same old news as always. Technicals day to day. The data from the Euro USD could influence the Euro JPY on correlations, and the USD JPY could also influence it on correlations. Okay, pay attention to that. Same information or same events to expect for the USD CHF, USD CAD, and the Euro USD. Pay attention to that when trading the Euro JPY because of the effects of correlations. That's that. So without much ado, if we go into the charts, what do we have? Very interesting guy here. Very interesting guy. This is the GBP JPY. We're going to do that if we have time. Beautiful. So we see already that it formed the heads and shoulders pattern on the weekly chart. That's currently it reacted to the neck level of 1.155.00 psychological level. Okay, price is currently reacting to that psychological level. But if we look at the daily chart, we see that it's looking as though it's in consolidation of the bearish trend. Okay, downtrend, consolidation, looking like it's going to continue going down. But the key breakage for me will be a break off the support border of the consolidation. A clear break of that will signal major sell positions on this guy. On the 4-hour chart, we see that there's a presence of a gap, some of the fair value gap here that price is trying to recover. So a key break off 158.96 or 159.00 would see price head to 158.50. Okay, and below that 158.00, 157.99. Below that it could touch 157.65. And if price so happens to be strongly bearish, as this guy is known to be the past couple of days, it could go so far as to also touch the 157.38 level right here. Okay, that's that for the Euro JPY. Now on the 1-hour chart, another key level to look at is the 160 mark. Okay, if it so happens to travel up and break past the 160 psychological level, there's a good chance that we'll see price touch 160.55 or 161.00 or 161.51. That's that for the Euro JPY, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the last but not the least again, the GBP yen. If we look at this guy, we can see also that it's moving nicely along an ascending channel on the weekly chart, and it's been doing so since the year 2019. Yeah, it's been doing so since the year 2019. 2020, yes. Ever since then, for about 4 years plus, now, yeah, we have price moving in an ascending channel. Very, very interesting, I tell you. Now, if you look at the daily chart, it's looking as though it's moving within a consolidation, bearish consolidation right there. The downtrend, bearish flag formed, looking like it's going to continue down. But if we zoom in, we can see that it's currently at the support border of the consolidation and it's playing right around there. Okay, there's still no clear break, so that key break of that area would signify a buy going up, and if it continues going back down, a major sell. On the 4-hour chart, however, we see it moving nicely along a descending channel. Last week, we traded some nice take profits on this guy. Okay, price right now is currently testing the resistance border of the descending channel. A break below that could see price return into the channel and target support levels. But if it breaks above it, okay, key resistance level of 191.61, price could touch 192.10, and above that 192.46, above that 192.98 or 193.00, and further above that 193.46. Now, on the same 4-hour chart, you can also see the presence of the gap just like the Euro JPY. Okay, if price breaks key support area of 190.67, we could see price heading to 190.35, 190.01, and 198.5, 189.54, or 189.07, 188.66. Okay, it could also touch that if the bearish momentum is very strong. So that's that for the GBP JPY. My major position on this guy is bearish because the general trend is looking strongly bearish. However, of course, in the short term, if there are bullish positions and break of key resistance levels occur, I'll definitely target the bullish positions right there. So, without much ado, let's go on with our trading. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, I'm Atomashi Dania. See you again next week. On this note, remember to use low to moderate lot sizes if you're trading the news and trade within the trend. Bye bye.